Hi friends, welcome to this pre-market analysis of Nifty, where on a chart we try to make informed guesses of where buyers and sellers are. So these are the fair value gaps and supports and resistances that we had drawn yesterday. And as you can see, this is the day candle of Nifty. This is Nifty on a daily time frame, and this is the day candle of today. And it on a larger time frame it hasn't moved much, so our analysis and prediction was that as Nifty moves to the end of the month, it could be consolidating in this range between these two fair value gaps, and on the last couple of days something drastic could happen. So it all depends on, or it all depends on the close of the monthly candle. So if you go to the monthly candle, you see a close above this is the level that we are looking out for, the level of big sellers, and a monthly close above this level would be beneficial for the bullish outlook of Nifty. It would not make Nifty bullish, but would shift the bias towards the bullish side. So that was the analysis. Now it doesn't look like we have two more days to go. As usual, let's delete all the previous analysis and start afresh. Starting with the monthly time frame. For all first timers, what we do here is we go to each of these time frames and note down the biases here. And this is just an indicator that I'm testing. So at the end of the day, I just compare the manual input and the automated bias readings. So on a monthly time frame, the bias is not sure. Why is it not sure? Because you see, higher lows is what I um, record as bullish, and this was the last higher low that was made, and then in March it was invalidated. In April it's just retesting this level. So the bias is not sure. And what are the important levels to look out for in this monthly time frame? This swing low, which were at the last forte that was being protected by the buyers, is now occupied by sellers. So it's a resistance now, and as you can see, it looks very much like Nifty is going to close below this. So we will wait for the monthly candle to close. Let me mark this in deep red and in a thicker line. And at the same time, where are the buyers? The buyers are right here on a monthly time frame. Going over to the weekly time frame. On a weekly time frame is where everything started getting interesting initially. The bias is bearish outright. Um, this is still being, this swing high is still being made, so we are not counting this, but this is what we're looking at. This is lower than this swing high, so it's a lower high formation that signifies that Nifty is bearish. Also, there was a few fair value gaps that were formed that when Nifty came all the way down. So this is one fair value gap that was indeed respected here. It stung into it and it got sold off. There's another fair value gap right here. That's a bullish fair value gap, and that still holds. So it's an ideal scenario for consolidation. Even if Nifty is sold off, then this fair value gap could act as a support. Going over to the daily time frame, here also we have interesting things to watch out for. The bias is not sure because you see this is a swing low and we have made a lower low. That doesn't signify anything. This was a swing high and we have made a higher high. It doesn't signify anything. Now what it does signify here is that there's a bearish fair value gap that's made here. I need to mark it up in red. There's one before that too, but let's just look at this one. Okay, let's also mark the other one. Another one here. So there's a lot of um, red down here. These are all bearish liquidity, and it looks like Nifty is eating those, and then it could fall. Well, otherwise we need fresh buying to come in, like fresh money that I cannot read off this chart. Like what I read off this chart is only the orders that are present in the on the chart. Now, if Nifty needs to go back up, there needs to be fresh buying that comes in. There should be some impetus in the market, some news, something fundamentally has to change for the market to close up, or there could be uh, lack of intent from the sellers. It could be that there are no fresh sellers in the market, and then the DII money or the SIP money can slowly grind Nifty upwards. So that's another new phenomenon in the market, the DII money. Now going over to the 4-hour time frame. On a 4-hour time frame, Nifty has made a reversal pattern here. What's a reversal pattern? This is one bearish fair value gap and an overlapping bullish fair value gap. It's a reversal pattern. But let's see if it follows on with it. It's on a lower time frame, so I wouldn't take much on it. What's the bias? This is a swing low that was taken out, and then this is swing high. This is swing high that was also taken out. It is not sure. And where did Nifty take support last time? It was on this. This candle is a order block. Let me just mark it in green and in a thinner line. So why is it not a block? So order blocks are like these small candles of an opposite color, and then the market moves entirely in the opposite direction. So it's a red candle, and the market moved up. So this is where the smart money had collected orders from retailers like you and me, and then they hit our stop losses. So that's where Nifty has taken support. Now, if you go to the hourly time frame, you can actually refine it a little better, and then you can actually catch the body of these reversal candles. Now, what is the bias on a hourly time frame? On an hourly time frame, interestingly, Nifty has become bullish. You see, this is a swing low and this is a higher low. So here, Nifty has become bullish. So what is the plan for tomorrow? Well, I do not have a plan for tomorrow because tomorrow and the day after, and yeah, so the next 3 days are the last days of the month, and there could be violent movements around this range. So, and it may not necessarily be a directional movement for us to cash in on. Maybe far out of the money, long out of the money, short straddle, iron condor. Not short straddle, iron condor could be a good option. I've been saying this from last 15 days. That's it for today. I am not a certified analyst. I do this only for educational purpose. Thank you.